Having trouble deciding what to do in college? Well, today I would like to share with you the benefits and techniques of cheerleading. You could decide to do this while you're in college. This is important to you, the audience, because it gives you the chance to understand cheerleading a little better. Cheerleading is a sport that involves physical activity, promotes school spirit, and can be a great way to get scholarships for college. Today I would like to share with you the physical activity cheerleading involves. Stunting, also known as building, can be defined as performances displaying a person's skills. Stunting can happen with any cheer squad as long as there is enough members. For a basic stunt group, you need 2 bases, which hold the person in the air, a flyer, which is the top girl, and a spot who is behind up on the flyer's ankles, so all the weight isn't on the bases. There are a lot of stunts different squads can perform depending on their experience level. For example, some of the easier, more common builds are thigh stand, extensions, and elevators. Some harder ones could include extension lib, twist cradle, and extension arabesque. Motions is also another part of physical activity in cheerleading. Knowing your motions and making them stiff and sharp is the main technique in cheering. Now let's look at the cost for cheerleading. Participation in cheerleading gives you a scholarship at many colleges. To get the scholarship, you have to try out in front of judges, and they will critique you and evaluate, and you are evaluated and ranked with all the other competitors. Getting a cheer scholarship can range from easy to hard depending on which college you choose to go to. For me to get a scholarship here, it wasn't hard because I'm from Fort Scott and I cheered all 4 years in high school. Fort Scott Community College usually tries to get as many people from in town as possible. Getting the scholarship will help you get your school paid for. This scholarship pays for everything except for the general fees. Now let's look at how cheering promotes school spirit. Promoting school spirit is the basic reason behind cheerleading. It involves the audience in all the games. The main reason for cheering is to pump up the crowd and get everyone excited. To keep the crowd pumped up, you could do crowd raisers where the audience responds. School spirit is not just done at the games. You can participate during homecoming week, which would entail dressing up for whatever themes your class has chosen for that week. Examples would include Pajama Day, Superhero Day, Crazy Hair Day, and Class Color Day. Dressing up and wearing a uniform at school, not just to games, is another way of promoting school spirit. As my visual aid, this is an example of the uniforms. We have 2 uniforms at the college, this white one, and we have a maroon one, and they entail the top, the skirt, and you have to have your hair back in a bow, and you have cheer shoes that you have to wear to every game. So also, being a cheerleader, you are involved in activities that they will ask you to go to. Recently, they asked us, the 8th graders will come over, or just middle schoolers, doesn't have to be 8th graders, and you will help them, give them the basics of cheerleading, so whenever they go to try out in high school, they know more about it instead of just one day learning everything and the next day going to try out. You'll also work the endowment banquet at the college, and sometimes other colleges will call your cheer coach and ask for recent cheerleaders to go and judge their tryouts for them. So now that I've gave you a little background of cheerleading and the physical activity, the scholarships, and the promoting school spirit, the next time that you notice the cheerleaders at the game, I hope you better understand the technique and benefits of cheerleading. Thank you.